back. This video is going to be a iMovie, but very short because I'm actually my real time. I think it's 18th. I'm getting ready to shove off. I've just made 2 videos sitting here in my truck. It's about 122 degrees it says, but it's hot here. It's hot here in Arizona. I've been making these videos this morning, but I've also been doing a lot of thinking. I did some texting and messaging with Michael, Mike. I get mixed up because my new dispatcher's name is Michael. Okay, then there's Mike with the Video Matrix. I have to remind myself I am officially a senior citizen. I'm going to be 68 years old September 13th, and it's now June, so I'm really close. It blows my mind. You know, for all of you, I have my friend Brian and Sandy and all my friends that are in their 30s, you know, trust me, it goes by. You get there and it's like, what happened? How did I get here so fast? I'm not like 60, I'm almost 70. What the heck happened here? How did I get here so fast? Really, it's like that in your mind. Now, 12 years ago, now, here's the deal. My parents tell me all the time, you know, that my dad just turned 88 years old, 88, almost 90. My mom's 87, and they're really encouraging. Sometimes they're like, well, you can see ahead what's on the up ahead, you know. You're looking at us. They're kind of almost saying, this is your karma. This is your human karma, you know. My mom's like, well, I really started slowing down when I was 75, you know, and 75 is, I guess, 7 years from now, so I'm very aware of the whole Buddhist idea of impermanence. I'm no longer 40. I was 45 when I went to Brazil and fell in love with Sylvia, 45. And that was almost, 45 and 68, whatever. That's like 23 years ago. Phew, gone. Now I've already been driving a truck 12 years, over a decade. When this started out as a dream, kind of a vision, kind of an idea, when I was working at Talkie's restaurant in Denver, Colorado, all 6 billion plus of you on the planet don't have a clue who I am. Nobody knows. I'm not like Brad Pitt or someone on the television, you know, or movies or a sports figure. You know, I'm not married. I don't have any children. I don't have any grandchildren. I have a handful of close friends. I'm aware of this. So when I pass on, whether it's today or tomorrow or 10 years from now or whatever, it's not going to be any major CNN announcement. Oh, Doug, the truck driver, the land pilot from Phoenix, Arizona, he's left the planet. Here's some of his highlights, some of his highlight videos on YouTube on driving to Tokyo. You know, there's not going to be anything like that, okay? My friend Richard's older than I am. If he's still around, you know, he'll just call me someday and it's not getting through, and you wonder why. Maybe my parents are gone, and he tries to call me. Who's he going to call to figure out where I am and if I'm made the transition, you know? So I'm aware of all these things as I'm making these videos. So I've asked myself, why am I doing this? You know, I could just drive a few more years, try to save some money, try to live off my $700 a month Social Security income. Maybe if I have like $40,000 saved, just try to milk that and live in a van like Mike and Mike, just travel around, try to live in park in places where it doesn't cost me any money, you know, just, you know what I mean? I've been living in a truck for 12 years, so I think I can make the transition to live in a van, you know? And I'll meet people, maybe, you know, and they'll say, what have you done? Well, you have an hour? I was a truck driver for 15 years, but before that, I was a massage therapist in a taxi cab and a limo driver. And then I went, you know, so one of the reasons I wanted to do this, I'm real clear on, is because I love doing it. It beats just sitting here. I had to do my pickup today at 2 p.m., 1400. This dedicated thing is a cool gig. Dedicated thing is a cool gig, okay? This all kind of happened organically, okay? For those of you that Mike, I can't wait for you to jump in the truck so I can have your cameras and we can talk. I can actually show you what the trucking industry is on location. Passenger seat, and I can go, Mike, see all these trucks? This is how big Knight is. These are just trucks. They're sitting here. Just happen to be passing through the terminal. I would go outside. I've already walked to the terminal like twice. It takes like a mile to walk to the terminal from where I'm parked, and it's 100 and something degrees, and it's too hot to even go there, you know. So this is like the Sierra. But anyway, Mike, you'll be sitting right here in the passenger seat next to me, looking out the window, and my God, this is a big terminal. Yeah, I know, but this is one of many terminals. Oh my God, this is pretty awesome. Well, wait till we ride, brother. You've been watching videos of me going down the highway from a video, from a little phone or your iPhone or whatever. It's not the same. Trust me. Put your safety belts on. We're ready to rock and roll. You know, it's going to be a whole different scene. Now imagine what it'll be like when you're behind the wheel. That's another whole dimension. So anyway, quick wrap up with how I even started out. I was working at Talkie's restaurant. I left Denver 2009, it's now 21, so 12 years. Imagine, try to put yourself in my position. I'm washing dishes for about $8 an hour, taking home $700 a month. My rent on my weekly room that I'm renting across the street at the New House Hotel, that's just across the state capital in Denver, Colorado. My rent was $155 a week. Do your math, 386. My rent was over $600 a month. I was making $700. What does that leave me? $100 extra. I was getting one free meal at Talkie's a day. Okay, I get my tips for the day. Do you know how much the tips were for the day? $3. Do you know what I would use them on? I go buy a couple beers at the corner store and go back to my room with my 2 beers and drink my 2 beers. And even back then, I was making these video collages in my little room. I don't know where this is all going, but I'll drink my couple beers and enjoy myself until I go back to Talkie's tomorrow and wash dishes. That was my reality. Okay, but I was chanting No Myoho Renge Kyo. Okay, that was the difference between, you know, another part of my life. I was chanting No Myoho Renge Kyo. I remember I was in Talkie's van delivering Ananami to this warehouse. I was washing dishes, but he wanted me on, I think, Tuesdays and Thursdays to drive his little Toyota van and deliver Ananami to a warehouse. I'd have to back this little Toyota van, wasn't a truck, to where the big trucks would back. And I'd be at this warehouse and going, could I drive a truck someday? I drove a truck back when I was 28. I really loved it. And I'm like, oh, I don't even know how to do it. I don't know. I don't have a license anymore. I don't have any money to move. I'm stuck here. You know, friends would say, why don't you drive a limo again? Or why don't you do massage again? I was just done. Have you ever felt like you had finished a chapter and you just, no matter what, how much it made sense, you just wanted to like draw a line in the sand, go forward in another new direction? That's where I was. I've done massage like for 15 years. I had massaged Martha Stewart, and look up some of these people. Martha Stewart called me directly to get a massage. Annie Leibovitz, the commercial photographer Vanity Fair, I did a massage on her. A woman named Faith Popcorn, look her up. She actually called me twice for a massage. High-end people that were staying at the Beatles Suite. I knew I was capable of more, but I was, you know, I had a good time with the massage gig, but I was like ready to move on, you know. And then driving a limo, I had driven a limo and a taxi 10 years. I had 10 years of conversation in the car. I was just ready for a next step, whatever that was. So that here I am, 12 years later, it is the next step. It is Back to the Future. You know, I am here. You know, and I haven't even gone into how I got here yet, because I've got to go pick up a load in real time right now until 2021. So my life has not been boring, you know, trust me. So now I'm going into this whole new dimension with Mike, who's spun out of the Video Matrix Challenge, you know, that kind of manifested, dropped in my lap, said, hey, I was actually watching your video, And I loved it so much, I'm thinking about driving for night transportation. What? That was one of my intentions, Mike. In fact, why don't we talk about the possibility of doing this 90-day plan? You mean the video, kind of like the 90-day video challenge plan? No, brother, no, this is a completely new dimension. It's a new 90-day plan with me. Really? So anyway, this is about manifestation, no limit thinking. You know, even though Christine told me she could only watch 2 seconds of my video, it was intolerable. It was impossible. Don't ever do that again. When the term she used, don't ever do that again, I had to Google it to figure out what that term was, and it said cartoons, you know, unrealistic, whatever. So I was like, whoa. But I kept on keeping on. So I'm going to do that in the truck. This is my short wrap-up video for today, because I have to get out and rock and roll. So anyway, over out, will to be continued. I might even have some time at Winco to record some more, but till then, it's time to move on to the next dimension. It's driving to Tokyo.